The challenges in the taxi industry within the SADC region will take center stage. But on the second day of the South African National Taxi Council conference, which is underway at Sun City, that's in the Northwest Province, ministers of transport from countries like Lesotho, Namibia and Botswana are expected to be part of the engagements in tackling issues affecting the sector. Let's get more on this story. On day 2 of the conference, our reporter Bafedile Moerane monitoring that conference very closely. Bafedile, good morning to you. So, as you infuse into your response about what I'm about to ask you, infuse what the challenges are regarding the taxi industry. Talk to us about who the newly elected president of SANTACO is. Who is Mr. Ebna Tsebe?
Well, we understand that he has played a very big role in the industry, in particular at the Tshwane bus service there, Arieng Tshwane. He's one of the people who were leading at the front in ensuring that they put in place that particular operation. And I believe that we will talk to him later on this morning, and having to wake up to this news, developing news this morning to say that he has been appointed the president of SANTACO unopposed yesterday. We understood, according to the program, that it was supposed to be the nominations only yesterday and the voting will take place. But unfortunately, the situation had turned, or fortunately, the situation turned in this way, having to see Mr. Ebna Tsebe from Gauteng province being appointed the president of SANTACO. We are expecting him to also announce on the taxi fare increase, as we had the former president there, Philip Taibosh, yesterday having to appeal to them during his speech to say that they must announce on the increment soon, because it is expected to be effective from the 1st of next month. But for more details on what exactly is expected to be engaged on, or the conference to expand on today in relation to the SADC regions, as you indicate that the ministers from about 3 countries, including Lesotho, Namibia and Botswana, will be part of the conversations today. I am going to talk to the Northwest Deputy Chairperson of SANTACO, Mr. Serame Sebego. We know mainly the sector, it's one of the biggest in the SADC region. What are the challenges that you may encounter cross borders, in particular, because we know we have the mining people from Rustenburg in particular having to go to the SADC region?
Yeah, good morning to the viewers. Yes, it is very true. We are having a serious challenge when it comes to cross-border, specifically at the borders where we are transporting people mainly from the mines. Remember, as Northwest, Rustenburg is a hub, and we cannot cross over with the passengers into the other SADC countries. It has been a challenge, but since we have now engaged the SADC and they are presently attending the conference, I think things will turn around, will tend to be better. And on the Botswana area, we are so fortunate because Bo Ntate Sibel Mono, Bo Ntate Mokgotsi, we are engaging on the Trans-Kalahari corridor, and that has obviously brought in the SADC people into the front so that we can engage. And at the border post, the turnaround time it is improving, and the industry, it is then recognized to say we need to cross over with these passengers so that we can minimize the expenses for them, because if they pay up to the border and they have to board another taxi into the border or the country they are getting to, it is costly for them. So we want to engage this issue of the cross-border so that we can bear in mind our commuters to actually relieve them from paying double prices.
Interestingly, we wake up to the news that Mr. Ebna Tsebe from Gauteng has been appointed the new president. Do you know him? What can you say about him?
Ntate Tsebe is very firm, and He has been the General Deputy Secretary of Santaco, and over and above the industry, he has established the REing, and he has assisted a lot of engagement in the project of Mamelodi, where now when the buses were taken off, then they engaged the government to say, let the taxi industry come into the fore, and the business belongs now to the industry.
Well, thank you so much. That's Rese Ramese Bego. He is the Deputy Chairperson of Santaco in the Northwest. We're expecting also the Minister of Women and Children, Maite Nkwana Mashabane, to be part of the engagements today, as the industry has also expanded a lot on issues of gender-based violence.
Bafedile Moerane, thank you very much for that update live for us in the Northwest Province, Sun City to be exact, and that's where the taxi conference is taking place.